it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all about gentle skincare, sometimes self-care, and today we're talking Heartleaf skincare, aka Hutania cordata extract skincare. Now this is an ingredient that I have raved about for many years here on my channel because it is an ingredient that has done so much for my sensitive but also congestion and acne prone skin. So it is an ingredient I'm so excited to dive into today and really share with you all the benefits that it can bring to your skin, plus of course share with you some products that can bring this wonderful ingredient into your skincare routine. So if you are so ready, give the video a big thumbs up and let's jump right in. So Heartleaf is the common name or nickname for an ingredient called Hutania cordata extract. Fun to say, right? Now, Hutania cordata is a plant that has been used medicinally and in culinary purposes for a really long time. It has a lot of healthy benefits for the body, but it is also used a lot, especially in Korean skincare, but you can see it in a lot of Asian beauty products because it has a ton of benefits for the skin as well. So Hutania cordata extract has a lot of polyphenic flavonoid content, and it brings a lot of antioxidant benefits, anti-inflammatory and antibacterial benefits when applied topically to the skin. It also has a high polysaccharide content, which means that it's really great for hydrating the skin. It acts as a humectant while also helping the skin to hold onto that hydration. And in studies, it has shown some anti-allergic effects for very sensitive skin, eczema prone skin, psoriasis prone skin. It has a really great calming and soothing benefit. So there's a multitude of benefits in this little extract, making it really good for those who are acne prone. The anti-inflammatory and antibacterial benefits really can help to calm down pimples, but because it's a very gentle hydrating ingredient, it doesn't strip your skin at all. So a really nice calming way to treat your acne. It's also really great for sensitive skin because it has those anti-allergic benefits. It's very gentle, it's very calming and soothing, and anti-inflammatory, can help to cut down on any of that irritated burning feeling that you might have on your skin. Really similar, actually, it reminds me a lot of centella extract, similar properties here. Now, Heartleaf extract, the products that contain it do tend to be marketed a little bit more towards oily skin. That's what I've noticed in the multitude of products that I've tried. They always tend to have a very light, watery type of texture to it. That does not mean that they can be only exclusively used for oily skin. And I'm going to show you a few alternative options for more combination and drier skin types. But keep that in mind. If you are oily skin, you might want to look for some Heartleaf products for your skincare routine because it generally does have a very light and very hydrating type of texture. So let's jump into some products. The first one is the Anua Heartleaf 77% Soothing Toner. Now this is really rising in popularity in the skincare community, and I'm not surprised because this is a really fantastic product. We do have, as the name suggests, 77% of Hutania cordata extract or Heartleaf. And then we have some really great hydrating ingredients in here too, like panthenol, betaine, and glycerin. So first and foremost, this is a hydrating toner, and they're really delivering with those humectants in the ingredients list. And also remember that Heartleaf can bring hydration into the skin as well. But that's not where this toner ends, and I think that's why, like I said, I know why this is rising in popularity. The inclusion of sugarcane extract and apple extract, I think, is what really pushes this into like favorites territory for a lot of people. These ingredients have a very mild, extremely gentle exfoliation benefit for the skin. They're like natural AHAs for your skin. They help to remove the dead skin cells at the surface level of your skin, helping your skin to become more smooth, more bright, and more radiant without as many of the drawbacks as like a glycolic acid. It's just not that strong. So this is definitely something that is appropriate for every single day. You can use this every day without worrying about irritation or dryness on the skin. Again, I cannot emphasize how gentle this is, but when you use a product like this, you're definitely going to notice like, hey, my skin is just looking improved, it's just looking a little healthier, it's just looking a little bit brighter, it's less dull. And that's the sugarcane extract and the apple extract working really hard. But they're actually a really fantastic marriage with Heartleaf because, as I mentioned earlier, it's a great ingredient for acne prone skin. The anti-inflammatory and antibacterial benefits, really, really great if you are suffering with breakouts. And then we have just this very, very mild exfoliating action happening, right? So this is definitely a toner that might help you to clear up your skin a little bit, or, you know, definitely be a supportive player in a acne fighting skincare routine. I've definitely noticed when I use this that my congestion just improves a little bit, you know, and I'll take every little bit that I can get, right? I have very sensitive skin, so it's hard for me to go in with heavy hitting exfoliants or acne treatments. It's just really hard for my skin to handle that. So having gentle products like this that can over time really help to improve my skin without pushing it too far, I love that. Plus, this has that really great traditional hydrating toner texture. It's really watery and thin, quickly absorbed, and really easy to layer up on the skin, offering a good amount of hydration for thirsty skin. And I have to say, I have thirsty skin. My hydration needs are high. The bar is very high. This is a great hydrating toner. This is a great, very mild exfoliating toner. And this is also really great if you do suffer with acne, but maybe also struggle with sensitivity on your skin too. So that's really where this toner shines. I really think it's best for acne and congestion prone skin. Next up, the Abib Heartleaf Calming Essence. So this contains 80% of heartleaf extract, and then we also have sugarcane extract in here. Remember, that's one of the ingredients that has that very mild and gentle exfoliation benefit, helping to shed away the dead skin cells. And this also contains red seaweed extract, which is really great at locking in hydration and moisture. It's a very balancing type of ingredient on its own, but it can really hug hydration into the skin. And then we have a form of urea in here as well, which is a great natural moisturizing factor, again helping to hydrate the skin. And all of these humectants in here, all these hydrating ingredients, really translate to the texture. It's a runny gel type of texture. It quickly absorbs into the skin. It's not tacky, it's not sticky, and it really has a nice kind of a nice amount of hydration to it, definitely. Now this is classified as an essence, but you could for sure use this as a serum. I think it's really flexible. If you want to put this into a multi-step routine as an essence and use another serum alongside of it, I think it works really well that way because the texture really allows for other things to be layered around it. It's just so pleasing. But if you want to save some time and steps too, I mean, there's so many great things in here with a good amount of Heartleaf. You don't have to use another serum if you don't want to. So I just like how flexible this is, and it could definitely save you some money too. But what I really like this for, I think, is for dehydrated skin, because we're definitely getting the benefits for acne prone skin and congestion prone skin with Heartleaf, especially with the combination of sugarcane extract. But just those little extras with the red seaweed and the urea, and definitely just the way that this feels on the skin, I think it can offer a lot of hydration to those who really need it. So if you are looking for a Heartleaf based serum or essence, but you want just a little bit more hydration, as I mentioned, the textures themselves can be very thin and sometimes they don't feel like enough for certain skin types. This might be one that you want to kind of like bookmark or, you know, add to your wish list or to your basket. Keep thinking about this one because I do believe that this offers a nice amount of hydration. Next, let's talk about Manual, our vegan Heartleaf Cica Ampoule. Now this contains 98% of Heartleaf extract. They have combined it with just a tiny whisper of centella. That's where we're getting the Heartleaf Cica name from, right? A little bit of centella in here. And there's also some bamboo water in here, which through my skincare travels, if you will, my skincare adventures, I found bamboo water to be a really nice hydrating ingredient for the skin. So a really nice, simple, you know, minimal formulation here, really focused in on Heartleaf, but some little extra additions to help lift it up. Now, this has a really runny, very watery type of texture, which, like I said, I think is a very indicative of like heavy Heartleaf types of products. They always have a very thin type of texture, quickly absorbed into the skin. Now, this is the type of serum that doesn't have body, it doesn't have heft. It's not going to plump your skin up because that texture just doesn't support a plumping action. It's just really, really watery. So first and foremost, if you are somebody who likes very light skincare, you just cannot handle any type of thickness to your skincare layers, definitely think about this because it is like probably the lightest, besides the toner, it's probably one of the lightest options in this video, but you're still getting a really good amount of Heartleaf. And because there's such a high percentage of Heartleaf in here, I have found that this serum works extremely fast at calming and soothing the skin. It works really, really well if you have inflammation or redness on your skin too. That's what I think it's best for, is for like quickly calming down and soothing redness and irritation on the skin. This works very fast in my opinion. And I actually, in This or That, my skincare comparison series, episode 23, I did compare the Abib and the Manio serum against each other. And Manio came out as the winner just because it works so fast on the skin. That was really my impression of it, was that it was just a little bit more concentrated than Abib, which really stands up, right? Because Abib is an essence, and that, I mean, these words tend to meld together at a certain point and they start to not really mean much. But essences generally are going to be a little less concentrated, generally, but not always, a little less concentrated, where serums and ampules are more concentrated. Ampules usually meaning a more concentrated type of formula. And so that's really the differences between the two if you're going to compare them. I do think that Manio can really calm down and soothe inflammation on the skin very, very fast. But as I mentioned, it has a lighter texture. I think it has a good amount of hydration, but because it's so thin, it may not feel like enough for certain types of skin. So I wanted to do that little comparison. Definitely check out that video, This or That, episode 23, if you want to learn a little bit more about all the little differences between the two. But I think that I would squarely say Manio is best for calming and soothing the skin very fast. Next is the Anua Heartleaf 70% Daily Lotion. So we have 70% of Heartleaf in here. It's right in the name, right? And then we've got glycerin, betaine, and 3 forms of hyaluronic acid. It creates this gel lotion-like texture, really. This is not thick or buttery or rich at all. This is a very airy, extremely hydrating, and really light wearing on the skin. It just gives you that burst of hydration. It absorbs in a very, very light layer on the skin, hydrating inside of the skin with just this very light conditioning, balancing moisture on the top. It doesn't feel greasy. It doesn't feel oily on the skin at all. And once it absorbs, you don't have a shininess or a stickiness or anything, but your skin is going to be like insanely soft. It really conditions your skin and makes it feel so silky. You feel like you just cannot stop touching. I'm trying not to touch my face, but you can't stop touching your face because you're like, yes, this feels so soft. I really like that effect. Now, let me tell you, this lotion has zero occlusivity. So if you need your final moisturizing layer to hug it in or to seal it in, this is not it. This will not fight dehydration on the skin. This is extremely light. So if you're the type of person, like I was saying earlier with Manio, you cannot stand heavy layers on your skin at all. Maybe you even don't really like moisturizers. Think about this one. It is very light on the skin. Like I said, that there's no occlusivity, and sometimes that seal it in factor is what can make things feel heavy on the skin, or can make it feel like you just don't like that. It feels like your skin can't breathe, right? But for other people, we need that factor. We need to seal things in. Our skin needs that aid, right, to help keep our skin in balance. And so if you're one of those types of people, don't completely write this off, because this could absolutely be used as an emulsion. If you think back to the old 10-step kbeauty routine, which is really just more of a marketing play. You really don't need all those products in your routine if you don't want them. But they would suggest using an emulsion or a lotion before using a thicker traditional moisturizing cream type of product. And so that's kind of where this would land in that type of order. If you need a little bit more from your moisturizer, keep using that type of moisturizer, but you can layer in a little extra moisturization, get some more hydration, some plumping action, and that calming, soothing Heartleaf, in here. And that's really what this is designed for, is really help to soothe the skin, to help calm it with a really light amount of moisture. This can be layered underneath another thicker cream. You could even think about this almost like a cream toner or a milky toner. It has a similar type of quality to it. It's not as runny, but it it does similar things to the skin. And so you could use it like that as well. This is extremely flexible. Hey, I need a occlusive moisturizer as my final layer. I have to have it for dehydration, and I can still use this underneath a cream, and my skin loves it. It just feels so bouncy and hydrated and soothed and calmed. I love Heartleaf. It's so good, especially if you get some natural redness on your face. It really helps to cut down on some of the redness while offering a little bit of light moisture, some extra moisture into your routine. And I think that's where this really shines. Light moisture and soothing for the skin. Next up, by Wishtrend, Propolis Energy Calming Ampoule. Now, this was formerly known as the polyphenols in Propolis 15% Ampoule. And you know, this is my OG favorite. I have been raving about this legitimately for years. Probably, I think it was since at least 2019, I've been talking about this product. You know that I love this. And they have renamed it. They have renamed it, and they have actually repackaged it as well. So I want to let you know what you're going to see in this video is the older packaging, but what you see here on the ingredients card, you see that image? That's the new packaging. But I'm so happy to tell you, not one thing has changed inside of the bottle. They have not reformulated it. They just renewed the packaging. They wanted to use some more sustainable materials, is my understanding. That's why they repackaged it. And I have to say the old name is pretty clunky, right? Polyphenols in Propolis 15% Ampoule. They did create a little easier name, the Propolis Energy Ampoule, but I think they've still missed an opportunity here with this like renewal of the name, because yes, we have 15% of propolis, which is a fantastic ingredient and has been something that has helped my skin so much throughout the years. And part of the reason why I first picked this up many years ago is for the propolis. But they've missed the opportunity to really highlight the star ingredient here, which is 59% of Heartleaf cordata extract. I mean, why could they have not called this the Propolis Heartleaf Energy Ampoule? I don't know. Because this ingredient, let me tell you, this product really put Heartleaf on my radar well before Heartleaf picked up in popularity in the kbeauty community in the last few years, honestly. Because like I said, I've been a fan of Propolis for a long time. That's why I bought this in the first place. It's done a lot for my skin, but this particular product was doing a lot more for my skin than other Propolis products have in the past. Specifically, it was helping me with my breakouts. It was helping me to clear up my skin in a really gentle way. It was helping to soothe the redness and the size of the pimples. It was helping to keep my skin clear and help keep those, really, I have very congestion prone skin. And then when that bacteria gets involved, that's when it turns into acne. So it was really helping to keep that process of it turning into acne from happening at all. And so I was really impressed, but I was confused because I was like, 15% of propolis is not a lot compared to some of the other products that I've used. And as I started to research the ingredients, because that's who I am. Like, I'm like, why does this do what it does? Why does this work the way that it does? And that's what really got me passionate about ingredients. So going through the ingredients list, I'm like, well, what's this Heartleaf? I couldn't even pronounce it at the time. Like, what is this H. cordata extract? What is this all about? And so once I started to look into that ingredient, realizing it's making up like 50% of the product, that really opened up my eyes to how amazing this ingredient can be, especially like I was saying, for acne prone and sensitive skin. And it's really a match made in heaven with propolis. I have to say, H. cordata is an amazing team player. It really gets lifted up when you pair it with the right ingredients. A really popular pairing is centella. That's a great ingredient to pair alongside of it. But propolis is an interesting one because it has similar anti-inflammatory and antibacterial benefits. And as I mentioned before, Heartleaf products on the whole do tend to have a thinner, watery type of texture that may not be suitable for drier skin types. This product is really interesting because it brings a little bit more balancing moisture into the mix. The serum here, the texture, it is a runny gel type of texture, but because we have the propolis element, it does have that little balancing moisture to it. It's not sticky, it's not greasy, it's not oily, but it's just that little bit of like that little hug it in type of moisture, that balance to it. That feels really nice, but not overwhelming on the skin. But because it's not a high amount of propolis and we have a good amount of Heartleaf, they balance each other out. This is one of the lighter Propolis serums that I've tried. And so if you've ever had Propolis feel too thick, I always recommend starting with this one because it's one of the lighter options out there before you start moving into like the Propolis toners. This has a really nice, pleasing texture to it. But again, we've got moisture going on here. But if you've ever found that Heartleaf products are just not quite enough for your skin, try something like this. The name, like I said, a missed opportunity. It's not in the name, but there's such a good amount here in this serum. And then that combination with Propolis, it makes it an amazing, really balancing choice for those who are struggling with congestion and acne on the skin, but need a little bit more moisture in their skincare routine. So I hope you enjoyed that roundup of some of my favorite Heartleaf skincare products. I'm curious to know, have you added this into your skincare routine? Let me know all about it. If you have some favorites as well, let me know in the comments. Now, if this video was really helpful for you, but you haven't hit subscribe yet, please wait. I would be honored if you would hit subscribe before you go. I do release a lot of new skincare content throughout the week. I do long form videos. I do shorts as well. So consider turning on notifications so you're never out of the loop when I post the new content. I hope you are healthy, happy, and safe. And I'm so glad you were with me here today. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.